Hello everyone, welcome to Army Men Strike with another edition here, narrated of course by the true assassin, which is me, myself. Wanted to talk about formations here. People wonder how to quickly select troops when attacking without it being the default ones. First of all, set them to go to your parade ground, view your troops, fortifications up on the top right corner. You can set up formations. So sorry, you can set up two formations. These are based solely off of the troops and officers that are at home when you're in this screen. So as you can see, all my heavy hitters are not here, they're gone. I have none of my tanks at home because they're out on a march currently, so they're not available, and also my stronger officers are also not here. You can select to either have the plane active or not active with your formation, but this is where you go to quickly get things set up in that respect. That's the formations for you. One thing else I wanted to help out, I know yesterday, or excuse me, at some point a few days ago, I had sent out a video and it helped discuss how to figure out what your strongest troops are with your officers and to match them up. If looking here in the officers tab and doing the math to calculate who does what and how much damage or whatever it is that they are affecting, if you want to play with it, play with your troops, play with all the settings, this is going to be the best way to do so. You're going to find yourself a toy. I'm not going to be able to do this as well as other people are because my troops are strong enough to do max damage without sending a full march. So I'm going to break it down here and rate it out for you. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to go attack a toy. You're going to select whatever officers you want to test out with their combinations as far as for what they're going to do with your troops. You're going to pick your strongest troops that you've got, obviously, because that's what you're testing. So you're going to take your strongest troops, you're going to select them, and then you're going to send them out to hit the toy. You're going to take a look at the battle report afterwards here with the evil toy. You're going to realize I did 8.4 damage with those troops. Okay, not bad. So let's go in here this time. Let's change out a couple of these. We'll leave that one. Let's take a look. We'll get rid of Tank Man because I don't have any tanks in here anyway. And we'll switch it out with. We'll go with Chris, and then we're going to use some different troops this time. And we're going to see what the damage is this time. And here we did 5%. So obviously the second setup was not as good as the first. Either that or I also did use different troops. So let's use the exact same troops. If I can remember what it was, what troops did we use the first time? $3,500 of them. Okay. So we're going to go with a 3,556 troops. Same ones we did last time. The previous. Let's see how much damage we did. And here we did 6.3. So this setup was still worse than the initial setup that we did. So you want to play with this. When you get it all completely maxed out here, you're going to be able to send out your troops. So now we're going to do a full march on it. I'm going to pretend that I selected these troops. And then we're going to look at this report, and we're going to now look at, oh, it did 12.5%. That is the most damage you can do on a level 16 toy. So for those of you that are lower level, obviously you want to find a toy that is, say, level 12, 13. Whatever the hardest toy you can hit is, test everything out on that. If your damage is staying the same, I can hit the 16 all day long and the damage isn't going to change. It's going to be at 12.5% each time. If the damage is not changing no matter what you change, then your troops are strong enough that you can't find out the best setup with your troops. So if that's the case, this isn't going to end up working for you. I will try and find another way to test troops out, but for right now, hitting toys is the most consistent way I know of to test them. So please feel free to try it out. Play with your troops. This is a military game after all, and if you ignore them, they're just going to get cranky with you. So play with your troops, mess around with it, hit these toys, find out what does the max damage with different troops selected and different officers. Really hope this video helped out. Of course, feel free to leave me any comments. You can tell me to shut up a little more and leave my rabbit trails out of the conversation. You can tell me about your pet gerbil if you want. It doesn't matter. Hope you all have a great night, and that hopefully this was a little helpful for you. Thanks for watching.